post this shit.
It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They go again with Rawls. He finds an opening past the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Got it.
So it'll be first down here after the run. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. First down, this is Rawls. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Wilson again to Rawls. There goes Thomas Rawls. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. First quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
The big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
So off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC.
No, what the fuck? Man, that shit tripping. Let's get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. That's bad. Yeah, you know what that is.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Bell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Passing first all fucking day.
On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the all-pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Counterplay, Rawls. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. It's caught. Lockett. Look at the spin. Balance. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An update from Buffalo. The Bills have taken the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Wilson will throw again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Bryant with a catch right side. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Newton now to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. They ended up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Newton on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tim Williams in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Definitely had that one.
On second down, here's Newton.
Come on,
Screen to
get the
Bell.
fuck out of here.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down.
Drop them all
that way you
back.
don't lose any yardage.
Third and long, it's Newton. He's got a man, it's Corey Coleman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Replay position, can we get the ball back?
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. The Steelers send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Interesting. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now Wilson on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On second down, Rawls. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Wilson.
Come on.
He's got Lockett. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. It's a big play on third down for the Seahawks. 46 yards. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Third and long. It's Wilson.
Why did that nigga stop? Get the fuck out of here.
Over the middle. And he'll be brought
They
down
made him.
with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may
Get the
get a few
fuck
more
out of here.
tacked
What the
on
fuck
for
they
good
make him
measure.
stop for? This shit is funny, man. Come on.
And the
He's in
defense
there
with
for
their
a
backs
fucking
against the
sack.
wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's got the big tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To throw on second down is Newton. Bryant has it. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Newton. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 2nd and 10. Newton again. James has got it. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton.
Come on, pass interference. What the
incomplete.
fuck?
Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's really easy to get
stop him from running
discouraged
the
and wonder
fucking
if you're
route.
going to get things started. But just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The punt team on now as this one sent away. Returnable for Lockett. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because
why they keep making me stop, man?
You know the scoreboard is still up there, and the game's going to go on. In fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the break, aren't they?
Fucking sack.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A handoff right to Rawls. Room here to run. 20. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big run that time by Rawls. 45 yards on the ground.
This shit is funny.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1. Now a toss. This is Rawls.
Just running into him.
Take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And the Steelers set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Walker with a grab, left side. And a nice gain of 21 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm. He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless. And he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going. I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
The give is to Bell. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet. The thing's 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. They'll hand to Rawls. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Elsewhere, 2nd half is underway up in Orchard Park. The Bills, they're just pouring it on in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Slot man moves right. And he's got some space here.
Every time they fucking freeze, get the fuck out of here, man. Come on.
Touchdown, Seattle.
These niggas freeze every fucking time, man. Get the fuck out of here. This is bullshit.
Now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Shit, so what?
And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches
Cover
all the
two.
time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker...
Come on, what is my fucking name?
They got it once again.
Fucking come on, we know what the fuck is coming. This shit's so fucking whack, man. I swear to God it is.
Flat out cannot
Like,
handle
fuck.
this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time
These
again.
fuckers ain't doing shit special.
To throw on second down. Newton. And shot it loose.
Then this nigga dropped that? Come on, this shit wide open.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you gotta hit.
Shit's so
He's
fucking
wide
corny,
open right
man.
there. Gotta be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Oh,
Throwing on third and long. Newton. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back to the NFL scoreboard for his third quarter in Indy. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
gas toss.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Now Wilson on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Get Come on, man. This shit's so fucking...
When you run a screen pass, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together.
A lot of Madden love today. A lot of Madden love. Let's go.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's across
Guess
the
my
chalk
defensive
into
line
the
is
end
trash.
zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8.
Stop running from the contact.
They'll start
I'm
at the
scared to fucking
32-yard
tackle.
line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
I'm trying to let the computer tackle for you, nigga.
Before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Fresh set of downs here. They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A give to Bell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And they showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
That's fucking terrible. These niggas miss it.
Performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit. Even though I'm not rooting for either team, that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Well, usually you don't think of the quarterback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Why did he... the fuck did he move? Come on, man.
It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
Gotta love it.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And he can't find room to run. Bell's going to go down, and that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, start the bus, because they think this one is over.
And out now come the Seahawks. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They go play action here on 1st
Come
down.
Barnes, you gotta catch that. Come on, man. The fuck? Fucking Madden love, man. Shit. Gotta fucking love it.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Right there, and go right by.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Powerful running.
Oh.
Big loss here as he's taken down.